There we go. Another pretty corn snake. Hi, how you doing? There's an owl above me right now. I'll make sure he doesn't eat you, buddy. Well, check this out. This is my first eastern mudsnake ever. Found by some UCF students. It got hit by a car, but it seems like it's doing okay now. And they're gonna release it shortly. This is one of the biggest native snakes in Florida. They can get like, what, 6 feet long?
Yeah, just about.
And they eat primarily amphiumas and sirens, which are really big aquatic salamanders. They have a beautiful, iridescent, glossy body, beautiful orange-red belly. They're very docile as far as we know. Please don't bite me. It's really warm, but such an unusual looking snake. It's rounded everywhere. It's one of the hardest species to find in the whole state. I'm so glad we got to see one. Well, that's a pretty weird find. Not because I've never seen one before, but because I've never found one on these areas. We got a pretty decent sized black swamp snake on this road. And it looks like it's missing a lot of its tail. I wonder how much is left over. I've never actually seen this species alive in this county before, so we'll get it off the road safely. Let's take a look at your belly. How do you look? Just like they always do. Yeah, very close to dying. There's just not much tail left on it. Well, I finally got bit by one of these guys. I wasn't recording, but he just quickly bit me. Most of the time they just try to dig through your skin. But they are capable of biting. So that was interesting. Please don't do that again. I wouldn't appreciate that. But that's a pretty cool find for this area. I wonder if we can find a striped swamp snake out here. Cool belly, never gets old. Please don't bite me. Alright, I found some water to take this guy to. I guess it wanted to cross the road. Can you smell it? Can you smell the water? There you go. Well, that's a cool find. Kind of looks like a same color pattern as the black swamp snake, but this is a ringneck, which I haven't seen almost any of these guys the whole year for some reason. And I've only road cruised, I think, like 4 or 5. So he's got some damage to his belly scales. Wasn't me, but it's nice to see a ringneck again. Never really thought I'd say that, but they're a pretty snake nonetheless, even though you don't see them too often. We'll get them off the road in a minute and we'll keep cruising. Hi, buddy. All right, after that ringneck, we finally found a Florida green water snake again. And it's a pretty decent sized one. We haven't seen one on these particular roads the whole year. We found 2 babies in this area last year. This is the first adult we've ever found here. Pretty crazy. It's a good size too. It's about maybe 1.5 feet long. I don't want to pick it up. I have a glove on in case it tries to bite me, but as long as it sits there, we'll try to get some photos of it and then we'll escort it across the road. That's a great find. It's been way too long since I've seen one of these species. Alright, I've been dreading this, but I need to get you across the road. I do not handle these things the same way I handle banded water snakes because they are very, very bitey, but maybe you're going to be friendly because, oh boy. Hi. Okay, well maybe he's chill now. That is a nice looking snake. I have not seen a whole lot of these guys this year. We found way more last year. But as long as it doesn't bite me, I think we're good. Beautiful snake. Now you gotta be careful where you're walking at all times, even on a humid, rainy day. There's still snakes out. It's a small little pygmy rattlesnake. And by small, I mean small. Well, check out that little pygmy rattlesnake. Now you can really see his tiny yellow tail. He's waiting for something to go by and he'll wiggle that thing like a worm. If he gets lucky, a small lizard will fall for it. He'll get a meal. Alright, about 2 minutes after I found that pygmy, I found a box turtle, which is what I actually came here to go see. I thought that they would be out under these conditions, and it looks like I'm right. And this one is definitely male. Oh, it's okay, bud. Hi. I don't think I've seen this one before, so this would be my 11th box turtle at this spot in the last 2 years. Hi. How you doing, sir? You okay? You happy to see me? Probably not. You gonna come out? You trying to eat something, and did I stop you from doing that? I don't know what you're doing with your mouth. I've not really seen that behavior before. But I'll put you down, get some photos, and I'll keep looking for more since you guys are out. Just because it's wet, don't think you can't find herps. Sometimes they like to come out and get some water because they don't drink from water naturally. I think box turtles get most of their water from the plants they eat. Hi. I was just about to leave this spot, but I found another pygmy rattlesnake. It's a little bigger than the first one. He's actually on the crawl. I found him just like this. His little tail back there. Not sure where he's heading to. I don't have my hook on me, so I'm not going to be able to move him with my hook, but maybe I can find some kind of stick like this one, and I can move the little guy around. Hi, buddy. Oh, yeah, he's not huge either, but it doesn't have a yellow tail, so it's a little bit older than that last one. It's a nice looking snake. Oh, he's so angry. It's okay, buddy. I'll get out of your way. That's a nice looking one. They really come out better when it's raining because everything is more saturated and vibrant. Well, look at that. After 4 years of working here, I finally found a live snake. And it's the same species I found about 2 weeks ago that was dead in one of the hangars. It's a baby black swamp snake. It's nice to actually see them alive for a change. They look pretty similar to the adult, but the belly is really stunning. I'm gonna hold on to this guy and then try to relocate him once I get home. Super cute. He can barely move though. I bet you're hungry too. This is not the place for you. Alrighty, here's one last look at this baby black swamp snake before I release it. I've relocated it to the exact spot where I found the bigger one near where I live. So I know that there's a population out here and it should be significantly safer. So let's get the little goober out. He's been waiting all day. Here's a cool look at his head. All right, little guy, here's your freedom. I'm sure you can survive in that. The bigger one can. Well, it took a while, but I finally got a corn snake again. This one is really weird. It has like very little markings underneath its belly. Like its neck, the underside is entirely white with no black markings at all. I've never seen that on a corn snake. Look at that. That's really strange. I've definitely never seen this one before. I'll actually release you on a tree. How about that, bud? You want to climb? There you go. Look at that. This is what rat snakes are really good at. That's a pretty interesting one. Entirely white neck. Never seen that on a snake like that before. We'll get it out of here and keep moving.